Hey, this is Paul from 10thmusedesign.com, and today I want to show you the recommended way and the preferred way that we have our clients work with domains, purchasing domains and looking for domains. So the first thing I want to show you is this icann.org, specifically their subdomain whois.icann.org. The reason this is important is when looking for a domain, most registrars out there are a business. So if they see you're interested in a domain, they might buy it and then charge more for it, or use that information to charge you more for the domain that you're looking at. ICANN, on the other hand, is a nonprofit that's basically the source doc for all these registrars. So if you look up a domain here, you're not going to be tracked in any way, and you can safely kind of look around and see what's available. So if I know 10thmusedesign.com is taken obviously, but say I'm interested in .net. I hit look up. They're going to want to confirm that I'm not just scraping this, and that's the nice thing about that is this site can't just be scraped. You have to actually go through and look at it. Okay, so that says no domains found. So once you've found a domain you want here on Whois, then obviously you have to get it with your registrar, but it's just that less time searching around is helpful. So we recommend domains.google, and you'll see there's a few reasons that I really like this service. So to find a domain, we'll just do this. Search for that. Okay, it says it's available, $12 a month. So a couple awesome things right here. Most registrars will charge you an additional $12 a month to keep your information private. So whenever you register a domain, you have to provide an address of some sort and a name and contact information for who's in charge of that domain. For most people, small business owners, that might be your address might be your home. So you don't want to provide that necessarily because this will be available to anyone on the internet. So most domains will charge an additional $12 to keep that information private and put up basically a front for you, a data protection service. So there will be an address and a company basically in charge, a wall in front of you, so that if there is an issue that someone wants to buy the domain from you or they want to contact you, they'll first contact this service and then that information will be sent on to you. But that, protects your data so you don't have to put your business address or your personal address up on the internet for anyone to see. So one thing I love about Google Domains is they give you this privacy protection for free. So that's on automatically. Also, you'll want to turn on the auto renew. I'll get into how 10th Muse will help you manage your domain, but you are responsible for keeping it renewed. If for some reason your domain does expire, you do have, I think, 60 days to renew it before it'll go back to the public or a waiting list if there is one. But to be safe, you just want to keep that auto renew on so that you don't have to worry about your domain being taken from you. And you'll see, I'm going to pause the video and put this information in, but I have to put in some type of contact information for ICANN. All right, so I've put in my information as well as billing information. Remember, if you put in that billing information, you can set that for auto renew and they'll just charge that card every year. So it'll take me to this dashboard. So we're going to skip this for now. I'll go through those settings. So here's our domain. The first awesome thing that I love about Google Domains is that we can just share this. So any email address I add right here will have full permission to the site, meaning they'll be able to delete the site, unregister the domain or transfer it or anything like that. So obviously be very careful, but also you can share it with us, and we have all our domains at support at 10thmusedesign.com. See, give that user access. So the reason that's so nice is now 10th Muse Design or this account can do anything that needs to be done on this domain without any password sharing. So that's the easiest thing about it, is you don't need to share your password with us, or if you update your password, we can still jump on and fix anything. This is critical if there is a problem with your website. We need access to the DNS records to be able to quickly identify problems. And so sometimes if we don't have access to that, or you've changed the password to your Google account because that's what we were using to access this before, it can cause some downtime. And plus, you don't want to have to mess with this. So that's really it. You don't need to worry too much about these other settings. We'll help you configure the email. That is one case where we'll probably have you share your Google password with us, just so that we can get that email set up on your billing. That's kind of one trick to this, is whoever's signed in, it will charge them. So if you, and another nice thing about it, so by sharing this domain with another account, you're not sharing any of your billing information either. So if I'm logged in as support, whatever credit card is there will be used to add any email and subsequently any renewing payments. If I'm logged in as myself, then whatever billing information I have on file will be used for email and renewal fees for the domain. So that is one case where when we set up a G Suite account, we do like to set it up on your billing so that we don't have to worry about billing you for the G Suite account. It's all kind of in your control, your hands. If you want to add users, you don't have to ask permission or anything like that. You can just do it right here from your admin dashboard. So I think that's pretty much it on domains. I mean, mainly just to recap, use this whois.icann.org for looking up domains. That's the safest and easiest way to do so. It's a little more time consuming because you'll have to do it one by one, where a service will, kind of list suggestions. But this is what we recommend so that you don't have the prices hiked on you while you're in the process of purchasing the domain. Or I've even had it where I had a great one that I wanted and then it was gone a few minutes later. So I do think they kind of monitor your activity on any other registrar other than ICANN. And then second piece of that, once you're ready, purchase the domain on Google, domains.google.com, and just share it with us by clicking this. And we're support at 10thmusedesign.com. So that's pretty much it. Just keep that privacy on and make sure you auto renew. That's the safest bet. You don't want to accidentally lose your domain. You can always turn that off if you don't need the domain anymore. So I think that's it, and we're happy to help if you have any questions.